It's Madden NFL 23. This one features Kareem Hunt. A lot to like from his showing last week. Well over 100 yards and a pair of scores. It's the Raiders and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store
between the Las Vegas Raiders
and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will be taken at the 13.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
The Raiders at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Here's Carr.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his car on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. Garoppolo now completes it to Fant on the right side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
This is the tight end Fant.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Once more, Penny. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he returns this to the 22. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? Always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from India.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And down he'll go at the 25.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Out right to Bourne. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr. And he rifles one incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Carr.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one to Bourne out on the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
1 second, all that remains.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Steps away. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo dumps that off to Penny as running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And taken right on the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Calvin Ridley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kendrick Bourne, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Throwing his car on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Bike, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
On the slant, it's Fant.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Hunt.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing now is Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr
swings this out for Hunt.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jordan Brooks with it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Second and 11 now.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson.